Well, hello, everyone. I am Jeremy Reeder, and today I've got my main man. He's always with me, the gaming chef.
Yes, sir. Yo, what's cooking, everyone? We have a pretty nice race here at the German big boy that we all love. And what we had, like, it was Merc versus BMW, right? GTR3s.
Yeah, that's right. Should be GTR3s on the big boy. Looks like qualifying just ended. Let's see if it's gonna give us a readout. Okay, huge
Oh,
in my face.
they're off. He's there.
Yeah, Andreasen, Komorowski, Vega, Edmonds. Not even going to attempt it. Butler, Nick, Darnell, and Ackerbelts. Your
We
top
haven't
10.
seen Jean Yevis yet. I don't think that's a new one, ain't it?
Yeah, there's a couple of them.
Was this open lobby?
I think so.
Okay.
Supperjack, Jean, Alkerbelts. I don't remember seeing him. Oh, we're green. Green, green, green. Here we
There we
go.
go. Yes, sir. 13 cars. Pretty good.
Yeah, 13 cars. Going to head on down to turn one.
Theroff got the lead here, taking it from the outside. Looks like he's pilot.
Oh,
No
my
contact.
goodness.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
Martin Edmonds.
That was Martin, I do believe.
Yeah, dead last now. It was spin around there. Got caught in the middle of all that. I do like that Castrol Edge scheme on there though.
That is
That
pretty
heavy
sweet looking,
scheming.
isn't it?
You can't even tell it's a BMW. Really, it's so good.
That's right. So we're gonna be doing 10 laps here. Uh, I am pretty sure these guys are gonna need two pit stops. I think fuel and the tire wear was accelerated a little bit. So,
Is there?
oh, here we go. Andreasen on the inside, and Tobias through Schumacher S. He's gonna get it.
Yeah, Vega up there as well. Big fight for the three here. Theroff. He is quite consistent, He's gonna be going through all these turns, pretty much taking it, to its utmost fullest potential, and everyone else is just gonna be fighting around, and usually they just be wiping each other out like you see right there. It just looked like some
Oh,
oversteer from him. That
yeah, I
was a
think that's.
Saperdruck?
Is that Cybertruck or is that? Oh yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, he's out. He's done.
He said I've had enough.
Saperdruck? Could be easier to say than I'm trying to say.
Right.
Ooh, look at that. Okay. Yeah, a lot of turns on this track. Very, very difficult to memorize them. I believe we just casted a race at this track not too long ago, did we?
Yeah, I want to say it was the hill climbs, right? Was
Yeah,
that the last
Hillclimb.
one we
That's
did?
correct. Yep, yep. Those were all the Mercedes in there as well, the different ones, the slower cars. And Theroff doing real good this time. Third place.
Yeah, the man to beat though once again, Andreas,
Yeah,
and it's almost like he knows his track. He's got a lot of knowledge. Oh, looks like Vic Vega's gonna run a little wide there.
yeah. And this track's all knowledge, like you seen right there. Vega was one turn off. If you're missing one out of the like 126 turns here, you're just gonna get passed like you're nothing, like we just seen Vega. It's
Adam,
so tough. It's so tough.
it is. Adam Komorowski
Oh.
on James Butler.
Oh, it looked like he went for the flick and he
Oh,
flicked it a little too hard. Good on him for getting
oh,
off the track. Stay off, stay off. It was close, but okay.
that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that front end's messed up. Now he's just blocking. Yeah. Ay. Definitely has to have some damage to his steering angle there. On board with Ackerbelts, fighting Zissaglu and Darnell behind him. It's got to be tough with these turns. There's not much passing zones on this track. Like we're reaching one right here. It doesn't look like he's able to make a move. doesn't know the turn, he's gonna cause a pileup because everyone else is expecting him to know the bird. And there's just so many. There's so many trees. There's no markers. The track's bouncy. It's tough.
You just gotta guess. You better not be a shitty guesser.
Really true.
Martin
Usually get the
Edmonds
feeling. There we go.
up the inside of Costa.
Yeah, that's his first pass since Jean Yves up next.
Love that American livery. Looks like an American livery
Yeah, on a German car on a German track. Why not?
with a Canadian driver.
Yeah.
It's okay. We all know that you want to be Americans.
Costa not looking too bad, honestly. Big turn coming up. Edmonds taking it pretty smooth, staying on the inside a little more. Looks like he had to slow it down a bit. Would have liked to see him come up towards the outside. Opportunity right here, but doesn't look like anyone's going to be able to capitalize on that.
Oh, Jean's going to go a little wide. It's going to
Stayed
get
on
Martin
track though.
wide. That's going to give Martin Edmonds the line. And
You're looking with our leader here, Andreasen, 2.5 ahead. The domination begins.
oh my goodness, look at that. How can he see?
That's bad. Well, his point of view isn't exactly ours because that view is pretty far back. And I don't like the field of views like 300 or something. So I'm sure he doesn't see it that bad.
Now Adam is he's making a move back up to the front, so that damage must not be hurting him too bad. Martin
Yeah, I
Edmonds going to
guess.
look up the side of inside of
Ooh,
Jean, but
that's
oof,
tough. Wow.
I don't know. It
But
seemed
Edmonds on
like
his oh, what?
oh,
What was that?
it's almost like Jean he did not want to give him the room there, and he ends up paying for it.
Wow, beautiful turn from Edmonds. Took another position there from Nick. Stayed right on the concrete. Got all the grip, max angle. But he had the braking spot there too. He could have made another pass on Darnell.
Oh, he's going to
Oh
make
yeah,
it
that's
here.
it. Because he paid attention. Yep. I mean, an opportunity like that comes up. If you take your mind off the track for a second, like this track just is not forgiving at all. You see there, Edmonds had to take a cut. Oh, it ended up in the grass. Not sure if he had any contact. Up there, okay. Darnell's going to be locked back there. So Edmonds definitely mover of the day so far. He's still down 3 from where he started, but from all the way in the back to 8th place. Good job.
Yeah, he's definitely our biggest mover. Let's see, he would have started 5th to last, and then last to 9th. So
Yeah, it
he's
looks
all
like
over the place.
Acker Belts is our top mover going up. He started 10th and he's up to 6th, so he's pretty much right there with Edmonds for moving around. And it looks like Edmonds did get passed by Darnell again. Costa looking pretty loose there, able to catch it though. Very fast section. Point of view of Edmonds, there we go. Yeah, he definitely has more track knowledge. Oh, yeah, you see?
Whew.
Some of them turns, you don't know if you need to brake or not. Some of them are just full send. Yeah, he's definitely having to take it a little easier. He took full advantage of that concrete, kept the speed, had the banking.
Oh, let's see what happens here. He needs to get a good run down the back straight here.
It's all about keeping your speed up and passing at the right time so you don't get crossed back. Doesn't look like Edmonds is going to have it. Probably going into our first turn off the straight here. He might be able to get something done.
Yeah, he's going to get quite a run with that draft.
And looking at Therolf and Vega, they were very close within a second of each other, but now they're in the 3 seconds. So our leaders are spreading out here.
I'll go
Edmonds
over
in
to
a good
Jean.
position. 'Cause- 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 He's looking good for a new driver for us.
Oh,
Yeah, that
Darnell
oh,
goes.
no!
Oh,
Oh,
Darnell went a
yeah.
little wide.
He came back on the track, it got Jean into the wall, but he Ackerbell's terrible line coming through there.
Oh, that's a cut.
Yeah, lost a lot of speed right there. Definitely not favorable for him. I didn't see him entering that turn. He probably got forced into a bad entrance. When you got those tight S's following it, it's huge that you have to have that set perfect. But there he had a really good line, able to catch right back up on Zissaglu. Our
If he
second time seeing this
sends it
guy.
in the hairpin, he
Oh,
will.
wow. Zissaglu was not playing.
Nice.
He cut him off, no room at all. Get right in the rear of him now. He's sweating.
And that's going to bring Adam into play here. So Adam not hurt too bad by that damage early on.
Now we're in the GP of it now, so all the drivers should be very confident in their turns. They're braking, their lines, all that.
Allegedly.
Yeah, you'd hope. Once you make it back to the big boy, all that goes out the window. It just turns into survival.
Ricardo Custer's gotta run on Scott Nick here. Scott is gonna go defensive.
I like the pack here. Yep. Back in Germany we go. I like the clump here, you know? One mistake there. A little bit in the grass. Good run here from Adam. Get right up under the rear. Get that air going over in the hood when it's shaped all crazy like that. Those steering inputs are very sharp. Almost controller-like.
Yeah, as I was about to ask, you think he's on a gamepad?
Of that steering wheel is pretty terrible, not gonna lie.
That's impressive if he's on a gamepad.
Those are very sharp inputs. He's out there on keyboard. He has to be. The way it snaps back like that.
Uh-huh.
Good on him. 6th place too. And he's our top mover.
Yeah, and he's fighting for 5th.
Looking back, Edmonds is catching up.
Nope, Ricardo Costa and Scott Nick.
Going too wide through a lot of turns here. A lot of trust in each driver.
Fotis.
Ooh,
Oh, he's
pretty
gonna run a
wide.
little wide
Yeah, that
there.
was a little too wide for my liking. Wow, look at the dancing. Wow. It was like Fotis wasn't even moving.
And that's gonna promote David and Adam up into 5th and 6th.
Are we doing 10 laps and then reverse start 10 again?
I am not sure. I think this is just a straight 10.
Okay. I think we did 2 pits last time.
That's
Or
right.
was it forced, but they were coming in.
Yeah, I think it was to keep from having to play a fuel strategy. I think the only person that didn't pit twice was it Tobias? Somebody didn't pit twice.
I think I think it was him. He only pit once and he was playing the fuel game and he didn't have enough power to finish. But he still got his spot.
Ricardo Costa finally gets the move done on Scott Nick.
And James Butler up there in 4th. Normally he wipes himself out by then, so good on him. 1.5 kilometers, not even in seconds anymore. He's so far behind top three. And even for top three, like Theroff's doing really well comparatively to the last time we seen him on this track.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2.9, that's like one time in the grass, he's right there.
Right.
And the pit strategy for sure is gonna close everything up.
Martin Edmonds going to send it up the inside.
So he's fighting for a spot back, I think. Because he was behind Komorowski before.
Yeah, if he can get back up to 5th, he'll be back where he started, which I think would be a good outcome for him.
Yeah, and Ackerbelt started around 10th, so two good drivers fighting with each other.
Now, James Butler must be having some issues because he was out there 3-4 seconds ahead, kind of on his own there for a little while. Oh, look how much slower he is compared to
Yeah.
Ackerbelt. He's holding him up here.
Yeah, it's interesting how he's able to get that far ahead if he just doesn't, if he's lacking knowledge of some turns.
Wow.
You can see how sharp that Mercedes is turning. Like, it's definitely controller. And it's very forgiving for him, too. I mean, for how bumpy this track is, you do them sharp inputs, it sends you. But good on him. Good control. Or we're just crazy and he has like super high sensitivity on his wheel.
Very well could be. Oh, James Butler goes off. That's going to
Such a
let
bad
David
line.
kind of. Oh, my goodness.
He gives it to him. All right, good,
Ooh,
good, good.
that
We're
did,
getting it. We're
that
getting
didn't look
technical.
that didn't look very good from either one of them.
No, no one was coming out of that ahead. That's for sure. So it's good that who was that? Komorowski gave that up.
Now James Butler. Whoa, what
He's in
happened
the
to James?
pits.
Well, we didn't make it all the way back around though. So
And Costa and Nick are out.
Costa and Nick are out all of a sudden. So do we have some race room? Do we have some race room failures? Is that what we got possibly going on here?
Well, for how slow Butler was going, there could have been a big accident that we missed. As
Well
those
now,
were front runners.
well now Darnell is back on track. So I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Our production never spotlighted him, so I mean, I'm assumed that they lagged out or something. Oh, one of them just came back. Darnell's in. Maybe our timer's messing with us.
Very well could be.
Costa running an 8:56.8. Such a big track.
Huge.
Like a sprint race every time there's an event here. There we go. Back to the GP. Edmonds still making moves. Trying to take on an injured Komorowski here. If Edmonds wouldn't have wiped out on turn one, like he definitely would be up there top three.
Yeah, he could definitely be top 3.
See him pulling 1.5 kilometers though. That's a lot.
Yeah, he's got a. I think he probably could make it up with a couple lucky things.
Yeah, it's true. He's definitely passing this guy, that's for sure. Might not be right now, but there's another 9 minutes of this lap, so he should be good. And you see Ackerbelt's within view. And look at Theroff. He's down to 1.9 on Andreasen now. So either he's catching up or Andreasen's falling behind.
let's see here. You know, it's just Andreasen, man. Another showing. But Tobias is catching him pretty quick here.
Yeah, very quick. He's under the seconds now. He's gaining. Edmund's waiting for his move. He knows he's better.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come up here on the straight.
This track's all about timing your move.
Because it kind of looks like Adam is struggling just a little bit through this section, especially on the exits. So if Martin can time it just right after this right-hander coming up, you know, he may have him.
Look at Theroff, half a second now.
Ooh, looks like Martin just ran just a little too wide to get the momentum.
And Costa and Jean Yeves back there look like they're fighting as well. I'd like to see this Theroff Andreasen battle.
Yeah, I know, right? Within a half a second for first place.
The owner getting some good spotlight today. Here we go, right on the tail. Can't get any closer. That was the spot to make the move, but you didn't have the run. Let off a little.
Ooh.
I'd like to see him kind of hang back around here, because then he could take the run and pick his spot to pass. He's definitely quicker in a lot of spots. So these three are very close.
Jean, Costa, and
Zissaglu.
Zissaglu.
Sure.
It's Fotis,
Zissaglau?
right? Fotis is his
Fotis,
first
yeah,
name?
Fotis.
Sean makes the move.
Yeah, these three probably learning from each other. Maybe one doesn't know a braking spot. So Jean will take the lead, show him where it is, and then get past the next time around. Martin, we're having a hella hard time here getting around.
Yeah, Adam is definitely holding him up here, and
This is the spot to do it right here. Doesn't look like he has the run on him, though.
here we go. Race for first place. Bice run at 8:19.7, so.
Wow, that's so much quicker than the rest.
Now Martin Edmonds
It
here.
looked like, yeah, he's running slow. It looked like he was slow.
We've got a front end problems. Yeah, that front end's missing. Oh, he's definitely got suspension damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. Big sad for Martin Edmonds here. He was doing really well. He has to assess his damage now. He can't be taking turns like he was. So we got to learn the track all over again, pretty much.
Ricardo Costa.
Good run. He closes it in. There you go.
Oh, Ricardo went off. Just grazed the wall, but I think he'll be fine.
Consistency is huge here. You miss one turn, that could be the end of the whole night. And these walls are very unforgiving.
Oh yeah, Martin Edmonds must have a full hand. I bet his steering wheel's turned to the left about 30 degrees or so, because it's looking kind of rough with him on him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Still quicker in some sections. Seen him in the grass there. He definitely has better knowledge. I don't think his car has it, though.
You know, and I wonder if he was just following Adam just a little too closely and couldn't anticipate the early braking or some type of situation.
It's true. Yeah, again, could just be that one turn that you have a later braking zone because of your better knowledge.
But he's not doing half bad for that damage, so
No, not at all.
he'll
But
have a better run.
oof.
Oof.
The car took that hit. Big bump there. I only see him passing him, though. I don't see him working up from there. I don't think he's going to make up that 14 seconds he lost. He had a chance, too, to get up to that top 3 battle if he made up that,
Yeah.
1.5 kilometers, but he lost that chance. We're still on lap 3.
Now Andreassen's pulled back out on Tobias, so
Yup. Could just be a section of the track that Theroff is faster at, too. Because that was like the same lap. Oh, look, Theroff's in the pit, and
Tobias
Andreasen
says,
stayed out.
go ahead and pit. Excuse me.
Vega looks like he's pitting too. Okay, all right. Ackerbelt gonna be able to close it in.
Now Ricardo Costa gonna make a move on Martin, or is he gonna push him? Ricardo Costa's gonna push him. Sneak out right at the last minute. Oh, are they
A
gonna go
little too
3
early.
wide?
Them two could have worked together there to pass Jean Yeves here. Edmonds went from attacking to defending. Not where he wanted to be. Komorowski pitted.
Oh, Sean Rex in front of Martin Edmonds and
Yikes.
Costa.
Good spot though. He's almost at the pits.
Edmonds is gonna go in for his pit. Looks like Costa.
Yeah, he needs to go in for more than just fuel and tires. Darnell's staying out. He wants that map position. Zisoglu, Costa, Ackerbelt, Andreasen all stayed out. Look like Theroff just got out of the pits. Yep, here we go. Didn't get that hood fixed up too well.
Team said you're doing fine. Keep it up.
Hammered that down a little or something. Limits of the video game. I just see one of the crew members just coming out with a big old sledgehammer. Get that looking aerodynamic again. Yes, sir. Big separation through everyone. Really only Theroff has someone in his sights. Everyone else very spread out. Once the pits hit on this track, it's really just comes down to map knowledge, knowing your turns, knowing your braking zones, knowing when to accelerate out of the turn, knowing which ones it's okay to cut, which ones the wall is just a little too unforgiving, getting in on concrete turns. Theroff definitely has the knowledge here to pass Darnell, and I think Darnell stayed out too, so he still has to pit yet.
Yeah, that's right. I believe Darnell still has to pit, so and Tobias got to make quick work of Darnell right here though.
Yeah, he's fresh. He got everything. He come out with
And
cold tires, of course, but still.
Darnell let him have it, so that
Yeah,
should
that's
help
fair.
Tobias out.
He's passing you anyway once you hit that pit, so let him go. And if you're Darnell, watch his line. Learn like 2 or 3 turns before he's out of sight. That's probably how Theroff was able to stay behind Andreasen, because he never left his sight. He was able to see that braking zones. Oof. That was a weird line there from Ackerbelt. Stayed right in the middle the whole time.
It was.
And it looked like he went to max, what do you call that when the steering
Lock.
wheel's all the way to one side? Yeah, lock. Max lock.
I'll be interested to see where David comes out at. I think he's fast enough that in clean air he might be able to put a pretty decent lap in right before his pit.
Hey, he's 2 kilometers. Like, that's huge.
If he could put a decent lap in for his pit end lap, he might be able to leapfrog a couple people.
Yeah, I'd like to see him. Yeah, I think he might come out third. This Theroff is the first car in the
Yeah, it
top
should be
5.
Theroff, and then Theroff should be second, and Darnell should be third.
Yeah, Andreasen should be coming out just as Theroff gets to the line. And those two will be battling. There's Jean is in the pits.
Now it looks like Martin Edmonds is out, and Scott Nix is out.
Interesting. I would have thought he was just going in for a pit. Maybe the crew chief said you're done. Too much damage.
Here's somebody we hadn't talked about a whole lot today, Vic Vega.
True. Yeah, he
Car
was in
looking
the
pretty.
top 3.
Car's looking pretty clean too.
He is on fresh everything. Battling Darnell again, someone who did not pit.
Yeah, this will be third place right here, so Vic will move into third when it's all said and done. When we finish up our pits.
Yeah, and I believe they're forced on 2 pits, right?
That seems right.
I know they did fuel, so mathematically you'd need to do 2, but I don't know if it's forced to. I know some people get pretty crafty with their fuel saving.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that comes into play here. How much fuel saving did they do before they went in? Oh, Fotis. Oh, wow, that car's looking even rougher than what it did a few minutes ago.
Yeah, he's the lightest car out there right now.
That's right. That is natural weight loss. It's like rust, right?
Yeah. There's nothing that says you can't have rust. I'd go out there and degrade every body panel. I don't know what happened to Fotis there. Because I know we seen Jean. He spun out and hit the wall and all that coming up to the line. But he's not in the pits anymore. He's out.
So Martin Edmonds and Scott Nick seem to be back, so I think our timer's just messing with us. Now Tobias
It's possible.
making quick work of Fotis, so that's a good move.
Yeah, it's really just showcasing what fresh tires can do. Because all the cars that stayed out, they can't make up that time until the lap before the next pit. Because they'll be able to have one more lap worth of tires. So, I mean, they're not going to see the benefit of this lap for quite a while. And Tobias gets to use it right now. I see him all the way up there to 4th. And we didn't even come back around to the pits yet. Look at that. He's down to the seconds. He might be able to get first out of this. And Andreasen,
It'll be close.
I think he
Henrik
can get it.
he's coming. Henrik is coming down the back straightaway, and Theroff is about, I'd say, 4 kilometers.
Yeah, exactly 4.
So it might be. It'll be close. We'll see. Who knows?
Yeah, he's definitely getting past Costa. Ackerbelt's most likely.
We're gonna need Martin Edmonds and Scott Nick to decide whether they're in or out. I don't care which one you choose. Just choose
Yeah.
one, right?
Jean Yevis is back saying pits. Might just be calculating by how long they were in the pits.
Here comes Henrik.
Yeah, hopefully the pit crew doesn't drop a tire.
We are halfway through this race.
Yeah, that's the end of 5, ain't it? Yeah. No, Henrik pitted on 4. We're not halfway yet.
Okay. Oh, he pitted the end of lap 4.
Yeah, almost.
Almost halfway. We got one more lap before we're halfway.
Vic Vega getting the run. He's on all fresh here.
Now we should see David come in now, so...
Yeah, he should just let this guy pass. This Fotis has to pit here. It's interesting, it's showing Vic Vega in front of him, even though he clearly never passed him. See it bouncing back and forth.
It's foreshadowing is what that's called.
There we go.
All right, Tobias, they're off. He is 5, 4, 3, 2.
6, 8, 10.
All right. Are you sure?
Oh, wow, that timer's killing me.
All right, so it doesn't look like Tobias had enough to catch him.
Nope. Would like to see his point of view here, but I don't see him in the rear view of Henrik. Although that field of view's not helping.
Now, interesting. David seemed to have lost quite a bit of time pitting a lap later.
Well, he's with everyone else that pitted a lap later, so their positions just
that is
depend
true.
on where their pit station
That's true.
is. Nick is out there.
Stupid commentator.
Well, Nick's on track. Edmonds is on track. And Jean is still out. Everyone pretty much in their own spot. We got 10, 20-second gaps. They're off, though. Really only one looking for some action. Darnell and Fotis. Still in the pits here. Costa. Those three are pretty close. You know, we see Tobias there behind him. He's like 2 turns behind. So we enter back onto the Nordschleife.
Oh, that pit window, it really stretched it out, didn't it?
It has Fotis and Darnell still in it.
We're going to jump ahead to lap 6.
I'm okay with that. They're all 14 seconds behind now. Yikers.
Oof.
Big yikes. Look how spread out everyone is. This ain't
I know,
even a race.
The closest one is...
Ackerbelt.
Yeah. 2.2 seconds to Komorowski, but he was much, much farther back, so I wonder if Adam had an issue. Allowed David to make up a bunch of time.
Fotis had a lot of damage, and it's interesting his car stayed out and Jean's went in, because Jean didn't do nothing that terrible. Maybe it just shocked everything more than it visually looked like. Because it seemed Fotis just lost body panels.
That's right. He hit him with a that'll buff out. Henrik pushing on in first. This is our closest battle right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. He's closing in a little. He was in the 2s. He's in the 1/8s. Ackerbelts has been pretty consistent, honestly. And if he is on that controller, he's one of the best controller drivers I've seen in a while.
I wonder if he'll be able to close that distance to less than a second. Looks like
I think so. Because Komorowski has that damage.
Yeah, looks like he's going to accomplish it pretty easy here. Needs to get within that 7/10 though to really pick up a good draft. So
Yeah, the draft is going to be huge. You know, I'm not entirely sure how accurate this game is on aerodynamics, but realistically, he should have this pretty easily in the straight. How bent up that hood is. I mean, it seems like he's just going to earn it either way. Yeah, he's right there just waiting for an opportunity.
Now they are 1.3 kilometers behind third place, so they got a long way to drive to get to third.
Yeah, that's Vic Vega back home in his third spot.
So he's got David's got to make quick work of Adam here.
It's interesting that Theroff started in first and Andreasen started in second, because that means that the qualifying was there for Theroff. So maybe Andreasen messed up during qualifying that we missed. Because clearly he's faster.
Yeah, clearly.
How do they do qualifying on this track? Do you get 2 laps or is it?
Whew.
I mean, that's a long qualifying. It did
Yeah.
say 28 minutes. What a terrible track to set a qualifying lap for you.
I
All
know,
these
right?
turns.
You mess up one turn and your lap's ruined. All right. It looks like David is going to be in. He's going to be just far enough back for the good slipstream, good slingshot past Adams. So
Yeah.
here we go. They're going to enter onto the back straight.
Seems like he was able to keep his speed pretty well.
Yep, able to keep the speed up. You can see the closing
He's gaining.
distance.
Yep. Now it's all in how he times this pass. Is he going to fake one side, go to the other? Uh,
Looks like Vic Vega's going to pit for his second time.
It's interesting. We're only on lap 7. We got 3 more times around this track. That's going to put him pretty low.
Now, interestingly enough, David did not have the momentum to get past Adam. And you
I
know
think
what?
he had it. I think he didn't earn it.
You know,
Like he didn't fight for it. He's just going to get it now.
yeah, Adam.
Thanks to pitting. I feel like these guys are pitting a little early. I would have liked to seen it on 8.
Well, remember though, if they pitted on the beginning of lap 4, which most of them did, they might have had to come in here.
Okay. Well, Vega did 4, I believe. 4 and 7. Okay.
And we're gonna jump ahead, ladies and gentlemen, lap 8.
Okay. No one close again. Ackerbelt's in the pit now. Theroff no longer measured in seconds. Oh, almost. Edmonds is up there, though. He might catch Ackerbelt, pending how long this pit takes.
Now, very interesting. Something must have happened to David.
He's been in there a while.
Or is the timing? I think the timing's just checked up.
Well, Edmonds is gaining a kilometer, a tenth of a kilometer a second.
Yeah, the timing's just checked up.
Yep, definitely, because it just jumped to 2.8.
Yeah.
But Kamarowski here, 1 second behind, so we do have a race.
Now David was able to come out in front of Komorowski, so he was able to leapfrog him.
Very true. David's the only one on lap 8 that pitted.
So he should be pretty set up just to send it here the last 2 and 3/4 laps.
Yeah, he should be able to pass Costa, honestly. Did Costa pit on 7? No, he didn't. Costa's last pit was on 4.
So he'll get Costa in the pits. So that should put him into 4th.
Yeah, and Vic Vega up there. He did pit on 7, so I think definitely Vic Vega is going to keep his spot. Theroff was in the pits as well, and Andreasen went with Theroff. So yeah, our top three solid. They're probably finishing just like that. It's gonna be big on Costa here on his pit.
Oh, boy, if I was driving that car, there's no way I could. I'd be tearing all kinds of shit up.
I would just want to like tap the wall again just to get that hood either
Yeah,
out of
just
there or more straight.
yeah. And I think Adam heard you because it almost seemed like that's where he was going just then.
A little aggressive on your bump drafting.
So Andy Darnell and Martin Edmonds are in the pits.
Oh, he got his bumper back.
He got
How'd
his
that
bumper
happen?
back. That'll help that arrow.
Yeah. Even though most of the ground arrow on this track just gets scraped around. The suspension setups for this track are always a huge deal. But it seems like everyone got them set up pretty well. I don't know if it's fixed or not, but
I think there are setups allowed for this
okay.
series.
Well, regardless, these cars are born and bred for this track. That's how they're tested. Why a lot of street cars do their testing on it, because it's pretty much just like driving on a road very fast. That's literally what you're doing.
So David seems to be catching Costa pretty quick here, even before the pits. So I wonder if,
I don't know. The timing's weird too. It's going from 20 to 16
yeah,
to 13. Eh.
eh,
Yeah,
eh.
I don't know. I ain't trusting it. Yeah, look, and now it's back down to 20, 16. Yeah, I hate it. We do know Adam is our closest fight here.
These two have been battling out for the last five or so laps. So
Yeah, I think they're just learning from each other each turn. There's the main man.
coming through the carousel.
Just so balanced looking. Not a scratch on that car. Very luxurious looking wrap on it. Guys, look how planted that car is through those turns. Taking every inch of the track.
And that's a sharp little livery he's got on there too.
Yeah,
Silver and black.
I would say Rolex on there. Oh,
We're gonna jump forward to the end of lap 8.
that's about where we were.
Yeah, it's about where we were. But now we're at the end of lap 8, right?
Yeah.
Martin Edmonds' team went to work. It's like they got the body parts off of the track and they said, you know what? We're just gonna reuse these.
Yeah. We are running 24 hours, but I don't think it's accelerated time because if we go to the dark, my man's with one headlight, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, he's gonna have a tough time.
The track ain't lit.
Martin Edmonds on Fotis.
Yeah. Wonder how that came about. And Fotis was
Let's,
missing all his body panels.
yeah, he
Look.
was missing. And it looks like they replaced with the ones that were left on the track. So
Good on him.
all the teams are using. Oh my
Oh
goodness!
gosh.
What
No,
was
no,
that?
no.
Fotis not
Martin.
leaving Martin Edmonds any room there.
Yeah. Edmund's gotta relax a little.
I don't know. I felt like Fotis could have left a little bit more. Oh yeah, Martin's a little hot underneath the collar, I do believe.
Hey, that spiciness is why he's back there. Spun out twice. Need a little more consistency out of him.
Looks like he'll have the better run coming off this corner, though. He does.
They're off spitting. They're off spitting.
Let's see if Fotis gives him the room. Interesting. So Theroff, correct me if I'm wrong, this is Tobias's third pit stop.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So this could be a
He
huge
pitted on
upset.
7.
This could be a huge upset here for Tobias because I don't know that anyone else is going to have to pit.
He came out of it pretty quick, so I think it was a splash and dash. And look, Vic Vega's 2 seconds behind. Beautiful. Thank you. Got right on him. I don't think he's going to catch him, though.
You never know.
Oh, it's showing Butler and Stopper Jack back on the bottom there.
Major understeer from Vic Vega. He had that thing all the way turned. It just wasn't turning.
Yeah, oversteer. Pretty rough. There's Costa. We were wondering where his pit was going to push him. All the way to 6th. Adam falling further behind. Fotis pretty far behind now on Edmonds. Andreasen with the 8:23.284. Yikes. Some of these guys were pushing 9 minutes for the lap time. This guy's almost touching 8.
Yeah, and I think his quickest is a 8:19, right?
I
From
thought
the
the purple
last.
meant it was its fastest.
Well, for that, I want to say it does it for that.
It's just saying that last lap he's the fastest, I guess.
I'm not sure. I thought I saw 8:19 earlier. Who knows?
It could have. I'd hope he's not getting slower. Theroff was sticking with him at the beginning of the race, and now he can't keep up. Oh.
Looks like we're going to jump ahead to the final lap.
All right, let's see where we're at.
Oh,
Komorowski in the pit.
In the pit, so that's going to be...
Edmonds gained that spot. Costa sitting 5th or 6th. Wait.
I'm confused.
What just happened?
Was he in the pits?
Well, now it has him in 1st in the pits. Maybe we just jumped right there?
Yeah, because I'm not sure that he entered the pits in the right area to enter the pits. It didn't look like. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. There he is in the pits.
I hope he's at the end of 9.
Oh, Martin Evans is going to run way wide. That's going to hurt.
I mean, he has 6.2 kilometers to waste.
Yeah, there's
8:14. There you go.
8:14. That's even faster than 8:19. So.
Yeah, that must have been a pit time that we were looking at. Yeah, Andreasen back and forth at 1st. We got no battles. They're off.
We really don't. Everybody's just kind of hanging out.
Yeah. Where are we out on the track here? This is the first leg of it. Oh, no, this is the tail end.
Yep, going through the carousel now.
I would not do good on this track. If you showed me this section right here, it'd be like, where the hell am I? The carousel's where my landmarks are. I go through the first one, I'm like, well, the second one's coming up again shortly. And then I got my long straight. And that's about all I got.
Yeah, I don't really know the track very well either.
I know the first couple times I raced this track, I was like, wow, this thing's huge. Look how long this straight is. I just want the long straight.
Scott Nick, shout out to Scott Nick here. He started in the back, was not doing very well at the start, but we are.
Yeah, how the hell is he 5th? This ain't right.
He's 5th.
He was in the pits forever.
Yeah,
there's no way.
He's 5th with a ton of time to waste. So
there's no way. It didn't even show him like on the timer for like a couple minutes. It only showed 11 cars.
I know, right? Andy Darnell.
And Costa's all the way in 9th now. Look at Darnell's all messed up.
What is going on here?
I don't know.
Last lap, we're all confused, ladies and gentlemen. And if you'd like to hear more of this confusion, ESR-race.org. Join us at our Discord.
Yes. Good races, good drivers. You know, besides Martin Edmonds, got a little spicy today.
Yeah, he always gets spicy. Martin the Murderer Edmonds.
Yes.
We do some ACC, R3E. We used to do some Rugfest. We need to get that going again.
Yeah, that was fun.
iRacing. If you name
Mhm.
it, we probably do it. So R Factor 2.
We don't do Gran Turismo, even though all the cars have the banner on
Yeah.
them. I will say the best thing about Gran Turismo are the license tests, especially this track, the way it breaks it down into sections.
You know, I used to be a huge Gran Turismo fan, but then it just uh, it got to where consoles are just
Yeah, once the PS4 Gran Turismo came out, whatever number that was, I kind of fell off of it. But Gran Turismo is really the reason I got into racing on the
yeah
PS1. Oh,
same here,
baby.
same here. With the 4 discs, yeah, hell yeah, man,
Yes! Oh my
hell
god.
yeah,
Like set a whole bunch of memory cards just to play it.
yeah. When you got a CD card, when you got a CD deck that you had to, you know,
The thick CD case that it came with
yeah,
to put all the CDs in. If you wanted multiplayer, you had to put a separate disc in. Oh yeah, yeah.
that's right. It was awesome. So Andreassen's gonna take the win by
Yeah, that's official.
just no contest here.
This
Tobias,
timer got to be messing with us, man. Look at this. 20 kilometers?
man, we're gonna be here forever waiting on these guys.
Here comes Theroff. Good on him. I'm
He
happy
makes
with
it
that.
without incident.
Yeah. Vic
Vic
Vega.
Vega
Good on him. Third, pretty much all
still
day.
hadn't even got to the back straight yet. So, I'm sorry, he's just now coming off the back straight.
Yeah. Back to GP.
I think David's just entering the back straight. Scott Nix is somewhere around the. Whew, is he around the carousel?
Ackerbell came off the straight, it seems. Yep.
I think Fotis, I think he's just starting his final lap. Is what it seems like.
Rip. Hey, no one got lapped.
Yeah, if you get lapped on this track,
Yikes. Oh, I see now. See where it says lap like 9.7? I was like, what does that mean? But that's like the percentage. He's 70% done. So they're doing it like a sprint race down there. I don't think any other
okay.
track does that.
Huh, I'm not sure.
But now I'm seeing it because we just seen Ackerbelt's finish and it went from 9.9 to 10. And we went to him and it's at 9.7. So that's what all that meant. Okay. Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just now figuring out the overlays. You've been with us 1 hour, and we just figured out the overlays. Andy Darnell, Adam Komorowski, Martin Edmonds, Ricardo Costa, and Fotis, your top
Otis is
10.
halfway through the track. I believe reverse grid. Or no. No,
No,
this is
this
it.
is it.
No,
This
yeah,
is it.
that was the hour.
This is it.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah, good. We don't know if we can do this for another hour.
Yeah. Wait, has it really been an hour already?
It's
Jeez.
been an hour already.
Yeah, and some of it was cut out too.
No, it couldn't have been cut out. This is live, man. We don't
Right.
we do our commentary live.
Well, how do you commentate when you're racing?
trade secret.
Okay, heard that.
Oh, the fight is kicking up here between Andy Darnell and Adam Komorowski.
Okay. Oh, the kilometers is how far they are from the finish. Okay, not from each other. Why would it do that?
Well, it's because the people in front of him have finished.
Okay,
Does
because
that
when
make
it all
sense?
said in the 20s, that's why. Because it was from the finish. Now it all makes sense. Nick, 5th place,
I know,
still
right?
yet to finish.
Is he gonna
J-
get it? He's got a straightaway here. It's kind of hard to mess with straightaway, but if anyone can do it, I think Scott could.
really just shows the power of Andreessen.
Oh
No!
no! Owie!
Reverse it. It
Owie!
goes
Owie!
backwards.
Owie! Owie! Owie!
Oh, it
The t-
rolls.
the team is not gonna like that.
No!
Final. Oh my goodness.
Edmonds, come on. There's no way you don't get around him.
Final.
There's the line.
Oh
He
my
didn't get it.
gosh!
He
He
didn't
didn't
get
get
it.
it.
Edmonds, you dumb cuff.
Andy Darnell
How did he
Rex.
pass him?
Andy Darnell Rex and Martin Edmonds can get past him. All right, your top 10. Henrik Andreasen, Tobias Theroff, Vic Vega, David Ackerbelt, Scott Nix, Adam Komorowski, Andy Darnell, Martin Emmons, Ricardo Costa, and Fotis, your fastest lap. Hendrik Andreasen, 8:14. Wow. He was
Oh,
5 seconds ahead of Tobias, his best lap.
who thought we were getting a photo finish for someone tonight?
Doesn't look
Ay,
like
ay,
it.
ay. Yeah, Martin Edmonds though. What was he? Point one? Not even. Wow.
Yeah, they were right on top of each other.
Hey, well, good job on how do you say it? Tugas Racing?
Yep, Tugas Racing.
Yeah, Tugas Racing. Good on him. All right.
Well, thank you for
Good
joining us.
good race. Good race.
Yeah, it was a great race. We hope to see you on the flip side. I've been your host, Jeremy Reeder. Anything to add,
Yes.
Game Chef?
Get in the Discord, get racing. Come on out. ESR is a great time. Uh get a chance, get out there, get casted, have some fun. We got a great league, great channel, great everything. Love to have you.
That's right. All right. This is us from the booth saying bye.